Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Stellaris. We're playing as the Quill Sovereignty, and we're continuing to just blob out like crazy. I mean, if these other people don't want these planets, I will go ahead and do that. Luckily, we have 3 races to call upon for this colonization, which makes things a lot better. So we're going to just skirt around the edge here, try to hit this big space, and try to fill that up while continuing to tech up. It is worth noting at this point, observation outpost potential, that we are not really, by expanding here, I mean, I guess we're getting a bigger industrial base, so we do get more minerals that we're going to be able to pump into ship production, and of course we'll be able to have a higher and higher naval capacity as well. We're not really improving our science rate, not without a considerable amount of investment into our existing systems, which, I mean, we are doing. 400 minerals per month is nothing to sneeze at. We can throw a lot of it into our sectors, which is nice to see. We got some idle construction ships and things, get some more Betharian hooked up over there. I think the thing to do now is going to be to swing around here. So observation outpost, yes. Research station, may as well hook up the mining stations as well. That all sounds pretty good. We have an idle colony ship that is of type Tundra. There's a Gaian world over here. Hello! As well as a Tundra one. Tundra one's tiny. I was going to say, if the Tundra one ends up being much bigger than the Gaian one, I'm going to be perfectly happy to just settle the Tundra one. But the Gaian one is huge. It is not a holy world, it's worth noting. It's only size 24, not 25. Only 3 blockers. Really, 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 really good tiles. Obviously, this one is super good. And everyone could be happy settling there, but I'll go ahead and take my primary race and settle it here. And I think this offers some of the better synergy here. And it's got the higher food to start off with, which is good. So I'm going to go and do that. See, I can't believe no one's colonized that. It is a little far away from everyone, so there is that to be said. I don't suppose we have a continental person sitting idle, do we? Continental is the leaf, and you are moving. Yeah, I guess that's just pretense-wise, so you're already there. We do still have colony ships queued up over here, right? Indeed we do. And this is in a sector, so I don't personally control it. You're moving to somewhere else, hopefully not outside of my empire. That would be really annoying at this point. You know what? I've got a lot of influence coming in. Is there a policy that would be handy for keeping people locked in within my worlds? Probably not. Yeah, I don't need any of these things. I could turn off some of the migration. Apparently I'm not allowed. Never mind. Natural selection. Burn Empire come crushing. We need to make a decision how future leaders may best prepare to shoulder forward. Oh, I can enable selected lineage. Oh, I want to do that. Yeah. Oh, I should have done this a million years ago. There we go. That's right. That was a tech we researched. Leadership. Xenos allowed should make my population... I don't remember. We've got some weird xenophobes, but... You know what? I'm just going to do this because I'm a nice guy, and that sounds like the sort of thing we should do. The AI one. We'll come back to you, AI. We don't have any synths anyway, so it's a moot point. No, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to change it now, just in case it hurts some unhappiness. We should probably do a check of our population now that we've gone and messed around with things. So, on this capital over here, for example, how do you guys feel about some of these recent decisions? Your happiness is actually quite low. Well, right, you don't like the alien overlords, which is fair. This planet should have a pleasure dome. How are you on food? Oh, but I can't control you. But yeah, this planet should have a pleasure dome. And you actually are producing excess food. I think it's probably fine if I start to allow redevelopment at a certain point here. I don't know. If they start to sit on a really large bank of minerals and they're not doing anything anymore, then I will look into doing something like that. You're not doing anything, which is interesting. Oh, so you're currently losing money. Could you maybe not? Interesting. I wonder what we should do about this guy. Well, I guess I could... No, this was me taking the minimal amount. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we got colonies, we've got wars breaking out. That's the America state over here. Keeps going to war. They're nearby, aren't they? No, I'm thinking my dwarf game. Never mind. Getting confused between my mutual games. Alright, we've got some idle science ships. There's actually some territory to check out way up over here. Oh. Wait. Oh, I think we met some new people. We did. And one of our wormhole stations falls within their territory, and we were looking to expand past that. Build some military stations too. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let me get some redundant wormhole stations over here, just in case we get some nasty surprises over at this end of things. Yeah, just chill here and here, because we're getting a wormhole station. We've got someone going over there. I think my own colony ships are good to go. Gaian World, Tundra World, yeah, that was the Tundra World, yeah. So we sent some ships over there. They might not be able to reach this Gaian one after all. We'll have to check on that. Arid World wouldn't be the worst. Tundra World, Continental. Do we have an extra Continental, dude? Is it size 25? No, we don't have an extra Continental guy. Well, let's let the game continue to go. Arid, Tropical, Arctic. I think we've got the extra ocean dudes. Oh, right. We're researching the ocean colonization tech right now, right? Yeah, oh, in 1 month. There we go. That's going to open up even more sort of internal stuff with our ocean dudes. So we'll just chill for now. That's good. Advanced combat rolls soon, which means a big combat upgrade, and probably, at that point, starting to build a bunch of warships. Including, I'm going to want 1 repair cruiser, one repair battleship, and 1 anti-warp battleship in my group. I suppose I could have an anti-shield one at the same time. Too many planets, that's fine. Ocean world tech, done. Desert world tech, let's do it. What the hell? See what else we can see. And yeah, just waiting on that. We do have 1 too many planets. We're going to do something about that. This sector here is still relatively small. I think I actually will expand this sector, which is the what? The Rob Bothnor sector, which makes sense. It's one of the newer ones. Oh, you can't make the jump across. Ooh. Because of that, and I'm not sure we can do anything about it. Can we start? Well, we will be able to start a new sector up over here. This one might stay isolated, which is a bit less than great. You guys need some. Anyway, we'll prioritize the hydroponic farms and then get your level 2.
Established.
Same thing here. Prioritize the hydroponics farm, then level 2. Build that. Build that. Build that. So now, yeah, we're 2 over. All right. Well, I'll start a sector up here, and then we'll see what we can join. So, you. There we go. So why does it look stupid? We can reach there, which is great. I can't do Hecka. It's outside of our borders, and we don't. Oops. No. Shit. I thought I was adding it in, so I just wasted some influence there. Yeah, that interface has got to change. Yeah. Because of the way these are set up and the way that the sector rules follow, I can't do this. It's possible that if these border merge, and they might, then we might be able to connect them up in some way. But for now, that's going to be fine. And actually, that does put me below my limit for now, although we are still colonizing. So we'll see how that goes soon enough. So we do still have some more territory over here. I could send some more stuff. There was, more decent planets. Size 11 is not great, but it's not bad. And you're moving, actually. And actually, I just realized that we're not currently building anything more. So the plan was still for Charles. We need another genetic point, so that we can give Charlesy the adaptable terrain one, or Timic, I think it was, and then they can go colonize more places. But we don't right now, so we can go ahead and just keep building regular colony ships here. Of that type, and say another one over here. Oh my god, we're actually out of minerals. Alright. But we still have lots of money, so we can still spam that out. Now, we did finish the ocean tech, so there's probably a bunch of stuff internally that we could grab. Is there any good, things that could connect stuff up? We actually don't have a colonized planet over here. Not that our borders are that much of a problem, and actually, someone can go and build mining stations over here. That would be fine. Continental world. Oh, this is actually a really big priority. In orbit. So please colonize this spot here. Wow. That is kind of poop. At least if we do this, we'll get adjacency, and maybe we can work something else later. But it's going to be nice to secure that for ourselves, and then this construction ship can go and not build anything because it's not in our territory. Right. Now, the fact that those ships are done, does that give us the ability to reach past here? No. Because we're still building wormhole stations here and here. Yeah, that's interesting. What do you guys like? Peaceful traders. Erudite explorers. Oh, no, this is just people that we've already... Well, I don't know about these guys. But the Mirren Commonwealth have moved out there. United Bethurian Mandate. Did they just, like, recently elevate or something weird like that? They are pathetic compared to me. It might be that, actually. They might be, like, a new space race. That is entirely possible. Why don't you go and build a mining station, build a research station. So we're at what? Exactly 6 of 6 right now. Bunch of idle ships in places. You can go and, like, get lacking minerals. It's amazing to me. Start the research stations and we'll come back. Feels like I've been so mineralific for a while, but I just gave, like, thousands of minerals to my sectors. And that's part of it. And that's okay. We'll get some more relatively soon as well. Yeah, I would like a planet list that you could sort of assign, like, one screen where you've got a list of all the planets that you are allowed to colonize currently, and then a list of all the colony ships. And then you could do something like select a colony ship, or have a pull-down menu where you could select a type of planet class. So, like, I'd love to see all ocean planets right now that I know about, sorted by, I don't know, distance to the homeworld. I don't know what. Maybe you don't even need that. As long as you click on it, you can see it on the map. That would be fine. Okay, that was a very useful tech with the computers. I do like the disruptors. Do like the antimatter reactors. Next level point defense might actually be really valuable, as well as just the next level physics computers. I feel like I have to go with the next level physics computers right now, on the basis that physics is still the one that we're producing the least of. There you go. And the sooner we get that, the sooner we can, you know, research more physics. Yeah. All right, ship design. So, well, I don't think we ever built any regular... Or we still have the auto battleship class. Why is that? That's weird. You go away. So, this is our cruiser class. We're going to give it super mega defense. And other than that, nothing's changed, right? We still have the level 1 torpedoes. We still have level 2 shields, level 4 armor, and the level 3 reactor. So everything is the same there, and there, and there. So we can save that. Yep, override. Then I'm going to make 2 more designs for my battleships. They're going to be very boringly named. This is going to be the repair support, and it's going to have the nanobot cloud, and it's going to be, and I think mostly long range. Could be more carrier bays. Hangar bays. They sound like a lot of fun. Like, I don't know how far away they are when they launch that stuff, is actually one of the things. That's an interesting point. I actually don't know how the hangar stuff works, but we're going to go ahead and get you guys. Then we're going to fill out with, again, we're going for range, even though these are relatively shit torpedoes. We only have level 3 lasers. It's not, like, literally the worst. 5 DPS versus 4.5 DPS. This does also include the armor penetration. Oh, wait. Yeah, this includes the armor penetration. This has got the shield one. Obviously, this can be shot down, but that's about it. We're going to put a couple of point defense in on this. And then down here, I'm going to do the same thing where I've got, like, the 3 large shields. And then we're going to balance the power out. And then we're going to add some armor. Right. Right. Because these components take so much power. I'm actually going to go pure armor back here. I think we're likely to get hit by anything. Well, no, we've got the torpedoes, so we've got stuff to deal with things that ignore shields. Maybe I'll just go dual shield generators. And then, there we go. And then do that. Because it's, you know, it's okay taking hull damage as opposed to shields because it's going to regenerate the rest. But this gives us a little bit of protection against stuff that would just be armor piercing. So just vary up our defenses a wee bit. So that's the repair support. Then I'm going to make yet another battleship, which is going to be, yeah, the snare. And we might do a shield dampener too, but the snare support. And I'll go the same thing with like lots of hangars because it's cool. And we do have the flagella tech. So you got that. You've got the turbo defense. Excellent. Yep. All right. Grab those. And you know, I'm going to vary it. I'm going to make this ship actually have lasers. That way, if we're facing a lot of point defense, we get countered a little less hard. Range isn't great, but it is what it is. And same thing, I'm going to put in a couple of point defense. And then again, here we use a lot of energy, so I'm going to go with something like paired shields, then put in the generators to pay for this insanely expensive components. Like that, and then just armor up the rest. And then save that. Okay, we'll also have to do a pass of upgrading our... I think we still have some Corvettes, so let's technically go ahead and do that. You get that, you're still the lasers, you're still the shields. Good enough, the Flamebeard. Then our destroyer, the Anxiety Girl here. Get that. These are all good. These are only level 2 reactors. Certainly, we can go up to level 3. Actually, maybe we can't. Well, if I remove some of these shields, like that. Alright, I like that. And then I don't think we ever did anything with... Oh, no, we do have a cruiser design over here. The Mdacto. Do that. These are still fine. We can go to some level 4 armor here. Oh, and you still just have the level 2 reactors. So we'll do that. Kill a reactor. Oh, I'm killing shields here. But I do want to clear some of that up anyway. Medium, medium. Get rid of the small. Replace one of you with a slightly cheaper one. There we go. And I want a little bit more armor. Especially since we don't have point defense, so our shields could get countered pretty heavily. Okay, I think those are all our actual designs. So our current battle group, I'm going to tell it to upgrade somewhere. Wow, it's only 151. Crazy. Got Mdactos, so 6 Mdactos, 64 Flamebeard Corvettes, and 3 R-44 class raiders. We have no destroyers, actually. And that's, I think I'm not going to build any more destroyers. We'll maybe keep the Corvettes around. But we are going to start constructing. We don't have the material. Yeah, we have to save up now. It's going to be very expensive. So I'm going to start saving up some minerals at this point. But we're going to start building battleships. I'm going to get a pair. Well, I think just one each of the support ones is going to be fine. Hopefully they won't get targeted. They might. But there's going to be enough other Corvettes and things like that to soak the blows. I think it's going to be fine. So I'm going to build one each of the support class battleships, and then a bunch of the hangar type ones. And then I'll still probably want to build some cruisers. I did redo the cruisers, right? Yeah. The Mdactos have been redesigned, and you've got that. Okay, pretty good. Happy about that. Idle science ships, and again, we probably have some colony ships kicking around doing nothing. It's not an easy way to find out what I've got, just, you know, lingering. Okay, I don't have any continental ones, and those are the ones that I really need quite heavily right now. That is here, and we've got a bunch in the queue. I'll still build a hydroponics farm, that's fine. Hey, we're running a deficit. First time in a long time. But we are spamming stuff like mad over here. That's being improved, yeah. We've got the warp stations, excellent. So now I can go back to jumping out around here in some fashion. And out to here. Lovely. Now, do I still have someone heading out over here? Well, I do have a colony ship there, so presumably yes. And actually, I'll need a warp station there. Let me get a construction ship out here right away. Or wormhole station. because it's very nice to have them in the system. That's a very important system for us to try to maintain. I don't know if we've got anyone going to Serpes, and it's an actual ocean world. Right, which I couldn't colonize before, but now I can. I've got 3 ocean ships ready to go. Go ahead and do... I like this tile. I think that's going to be quite good for that. What do you have here? Another ocean world. It's not bad. Idler. You're going to go probably here so we can use both resources. I know we don't get as much adjacency, though. This would give us lots of adjacency. Maybe we'll do that. So we'll sacrifice the 1 food most likely later on. That'll be okay. In a continental world, but we don't have a continental person ready to go. Alright. Dash good. And yeah, I think colony ships that you build in a sector should show up in this list, because that'll be a clear indicator that, hey, something is idle right now. I can go and cycle through my hotkeys here to see if there's anything in orbit, and now there isn't. So it's 2 and 3, these are my ocean worlds, 4 is my continental one. I might want another continental one that I use to produce ships, but for now we're okay, right? 4 is, yeah. Good. Yeah, so I don't think I'll build any more, especially since I do want to build a military fleet. Charles, Sudbury is building something else. Wow, we've just met someone. Juven Forerunners. Forerunners makes me think Fallen Empire. Yes, heard it all before. We're the Juven Forerunners, and you're the Quill Sovereignty. Greetings, well met. Stay out of our space or face certain doom, and so forth. Now, if you excuse me, we're quite busy. We greet you as equals. They probably don't want to be... You must throw away your old ways, Juvens. So where the hell are you? Yeah, right over here. Okay. And you are Keepers of Knowledge. Fallen Empire dedicates itself to hoarding technologies believes that should be kept out of the hands of young and irresponsible races. Pursuing dangerous lines of research may draw their ire. Oh man, I really want to pursue dangerous lines of research. Okay, so some of my ships are about to get kicked out of this space, but there we go. Finally, this is our first freaking Fallen Empire in this particular game. So, how do you compare to me? Overwhelming. That includes total possible capacity and technology. Yeah, our tech's not great at this time.
Colony established.
But I'm willing to bet we can get a pretty big damn navy. What's the new colony? It's probably this one here. Which is here. And yeah, is totally isolated and will probably continue to be so. But Ridigus is colonized. It's probably still building up, right? Yeah, just started. But I should be able to add it to the... Is that the name of this region? No, that's just the Dust Cloud name. Birzhovsk sector. Birzhovsk sector, manage sector. Add you, and I can reach. Good. Because that'll be important. I mean, it's not terribly useful right now, but once that becomes a colony, it'll actually be quite important that we do that. You've got a tropical world which you can't colonize, and we really don't have a race that fits in very well. Well, the Continental will be able to do okay for that. We're not researching that right now, right? Yeah, it hadn't come up. I do not have the influence to build a outpost over here, which might be good to reach Yillian, but I think we're just going to ignore that for now. So we're still 10% taking a hit. Still can't reach over here. We might consider turning something else. The Runa system over here. What the hell's Runa? That's Nadal. Oh, I just colonized this, didn't I? Yeah, I have no need to micromanage this thing. At all. So I think Master Indie sector is going to grow. That's going to solve some of our issues here. Master Indie, my very first sector ever. You're going to get the Runa system added in. Excellent. And everyone's still got tons of minerals. Let's have you focus on both minerals and energy, actually. We're going to do that and allow redevelopment over here. I know I've got to build warships still, but... Let me do one more round of this. You are quite full up. You don't make much energy right now. Thing is, if I allow redevelopment, I don't know if that'll... No, I'm going to go ahead and let you do that. And we have a new poor sector over here, which I should dump a ton of stuff into. There we go. Let me do that for now. And your industry. Go ahead and do military. That's going to be fine. Especially you up here. If you build defensive stuff, that would not be the worst. I think that's up here. I might be wrong about that. But clearly we can actually use a little bit more minerals, and we will need more money. Actually, we're running a deficit now. I may have sent too much to my colonies here, but I think we'll fix ourselves soon. Continued interaction between our colonists and the wandering forest on Atavirsh. Oh, yeah. Revealed that the trees are in possession of some form of rudimentary communal intelligence. Well, I'm happy I didn't burn down the forest. They seem to have adapted to our presence and now go out of their way to avoid damaging the property of our colonists, even without the use of the insect pheromone. Spirits among the colonists have risen. So 2 years worth of plus 20% happiness. Oh, all right. Well, that's cool. I like that. So yeah, we will have to remember that we're actually supposed to micromanage this place. I can't afford to clear a blocker there. Yeah, just expand there for now, and we'll revisit you. Do I have Betharian? I do, quite a bit actually. Charlesy, you can, yeah, upgrade your Betharian power plant. That's a power hub. We want to keep that. That's a regular power plant, so let's replace you with a Betharian one. Use like 1 Betharian per planet, and then you can just use Betharian things everywhere. That would be a pretty crazy development. So yeah, we might have to trade for a little bit of money just to get us past the little hump over here. So let's ask for a little bit. Hello, would you mind giving me like 400 gold in exchange for some minerals? Thank you, you're a bro. Hostile fleet, where was that? Where did you escape from? Oh, the Surpace system. Alright, you guys are still upgrading. So it was a cheap upgrade, but it is going to take a long time because we have a lot of ships here. I should actually probably split you in half.
Colony established.
I want to go and take care of this so that I can go and colonize this a little sooner. We need ocean and continental stuff still, actually. So, well, you're still building the continental. Let's build a little bit of ocean. Even though, you know, we're not making any money. What's a negative deficit? Who cares?
Construction complete.
So, we don't have... we could go and survey that. That explains why this stuff hadn't been surveyed. It's because other people hadn't surveyed it, so we weren't getting the information either. That makes a lot of sense. Construction ship over here. Why don't you go and set up some mining stations at the front? So yeah, if I start researching red text, these guys will get angry. But right now, I'm mostly focused on getting some text that would help me perhaps stand up to these guys. They're hoarding knowledge. That's not a very polite thing to do. Do they seriously only have 2 planets in here? Well, they have more name stuff over here. I might have just not discovered it. That's entirely possible. Okay, we've got some Tundra ships sitting idle. I know that because they're in this list. So we can go and... It's only size 8 planet. How good is it, though? It's not great, but it's actually not terrible. It's already within a sector. Actually, it's not within a sector. Cancel. It might become a sector, especially once we get Surpace. But right now, we don't really hook up. Oh, we got Arctic and we got here. You know what? Let's actually prioritize. I know it's not green, but we can still colonize here at 60%. Yeah, and I think that'll be good. That's a good tile. Work that one. And over here, because these are all things we can join into a sector and feel pretty good about ourselves. And you're just on orbit over here. So that looks like a pretty good one to drop in on. Good. And that'll sectorize quite nicely and potentially connect up all this space up to here and maybe even up over here. And especially once we get Surface going on. Yeah, that upgrade queue. Pretty harsh. So how much do I need for these battleships? Wow. A lot! I could build a few more cruisers, though. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or, you know, build one. There we go. Just get that started. Wait for these upgrades to finish. At least the upgrades themselves were cheap. But yeah, I should have split this in bits. In fact, I may still have wanted to. But no one else is going to colonize this while there's crystalline entities. The AI does not seem to prioritize clearing out these systems and then grabbing them. So we actually should have some amount of time to wait before we have to worry about that, which is nice. Construction ship. I don't know if we've got someone building mining stations here, but we really should, because that's a lot of energy on the table. And here. And yeah, these science ships really don't have anything to do. I can't believe I don't have assist research. God. All right, we're going to put a cut in here. Still have some definite colonization goals. This is still going to be a little tricky and might be a bit of a problem. But we are losing money like crazy. We'll have to make a pass. I'll do that between eps here. I'll go and talk to all my neighbors once and get some money. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.